Hello.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to our October recap, even though we are in November. We always run a little late, but that's okay because we like to keep everybody on their toes. It is XPCrunch Live's SteamDragons team tonight. And I just want to give a shout out. I know our team does too. We want to give a shout out to our other team members who aren't feeling too well tonight. Andrew and Alex, we are so sorry that you cannot join us, but we'll be sure to talk about you a lot tonight in a good way. In a good way, we'll make sure. We talked about the bad parts off screen, but you'll have to get those clips from Tell because he likes to clip the back stage portions of our shows. So we had a lot going on this month, but we had a lot of changes too, didn't we? So we have some changes just to our streams. So you'll get some updates with that. Hello to those who have joined us. If from our team to our audience, thank you so much. We are happy to have you watching us live on whatever platform. I think we're on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Where else are we at? We're out everywhere, pretty much.
Okay, it's not
outside. Dude, that's exactly where we are. If you just
We're broadcasting in the North Pole, even.
yeah, in front of Pel's house. That's where we
Yeah, we come from everywhere.
It's not raining at Tell's house right now.
No,
We're not going to
no
jinx
lightning
him.
strikes.
Not yet.
That's very true. Not yet.
Not yet.
This happens midstream.
That is, don't jinx us. So we have some things we're going to talk about: our news, our streams, our changes, as well as some recaps of October. And then we want to welcome a new Steam Dragon, Maya, to our team. And really, she's an amazing person. We were just so, glad that we could kidnap her. Just so Maya, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do and what some games you might play or like?
All right, you're gonna put me right on the spot.
You are on the spot. Actually,
Oh, this is the
Welcome to
newbie
the
treatment
team.
right here.
All right, well, I'm Maya. I also go by SteamDragon on the internet. I graduated with a degree in animation, and I'm currently trying to get into that industry. I draw for fun, and I play way too many video games.
What are some of your favorite ones?
Well, the one that's been consuming my life recently has been Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh, yeah.
I am a huge D&D person, so I have played the heck out of that game.
Wow.
And then the other ones I play are Overwatch, League of Legends.
Wow. So were you... Yeah, League of Legends.
Yeah,
all
sorry.
of us, I think, we watched...
Not the sorry.
I just watch it.
I'll stick to the TFT side of things now.
You know what? I'm starting to think you TFTers aren't any better, to be honest. If you got to open up that Riot client and you click Valorant, TFT, League of Legends, I already know they've got you. They're going to get me.
I'm 3 for 3 on your list then.
Oh, boy. I'm a reformed League of Legends player. Thank you very much.
As long as I hate Legends or Runeterra, we're good.
Oh, you know what?
Come on, we're good.
You got me. I played Runeterra for a hot minute. You got me. I don't play it anymore, but I played it for a hot minute. But also, I had no idea, Maya, that you liked D&D. Definitely not because there's a Dungeons & Dragons source book peeking out through your camera. And I was sitting there, I was like, okay, I thought it was Monsters of the Multiverse. So I was like, yeah, I'm trying to get
it is.
But it's awesome. I think we might be all slightly intimidated because we all became dragons once we joined the team, but you were already dragon before then. So I feel like sort of tenure shift we have to work out here. But we're very glad to have you.
Absolutely. We have a lot of obviously we have a lot of gamers on our team, and so we do a lot of games together as well. And we talk about different things like movies as well, anime, shows that have a lot to do with geeky stuff. Animation is definitely one of our fortes, and I know Nova, and I think you and Nova, and Chris's daughter. Chris is not with us as well, which I don't know why, Chris, you are not with us, but okay. But yeah, so his daughter as well. The three of you are going to be on a project later on, and we're excited to see that project come into fruition. And we have a lot of voiceover actors as well. We have tons of stuff that we can help contribute to that. So if you are watching, that's one project you guys are going to want to keep in the back of your mind. And obviously League of Legends players. I am not like I said, I don't play, I watch, but I was a huge fan of Arcane when it came out. And I'll tell you what, if you didn't really start liking or getting curious about League of Legends after seeing that, I don't know what planet you're on, because they did a really good job. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Amazing.
Absolutely.
I've inducted my whole friend group now.
The amount of effort and love put into the animation in that show is so commendable.
I'm going to refrain from speaking from any more about Riot Games. Panda's already heard me more than once rant on about Riot Games in multiple of our XPCrunch episodes. I'm watching you, Riot Games. I'm watching you. But all I will say is they are very good at hiring talent. They are very good at getting people that are good at what they do. Whether or not there's this or that about it, I'm not going to get into. But they are good at doing what they do. Arcane is a beautifully, beautifully rendered show. And I will bring up that it's funny you note that, because I have like a specific thing with like even a coworker of mine who's a fan of Arcane. But anytime you're like, oh, so you like League of Legends? I'm like, no, I don't like League of Legends. I like Arcane. But if you're not like League of Legends, and there's a divide as well with League of Legends, which I think is very funny.
It's so funny because after Arcane came out, there was like so many people that were like that as well.
Well, let me not just mention this too, right? KDA is an entirely like, people can be KDA fans but not care for Arcane or League of Legends at all. They could have no idea those properties are even related, and that's like insane.
Yeah.
I wish my chair would show, because I have the League of Legends KDA chair.
Oh no! It's too late.
I feel like it's just like a requirement at this point for SteamDragons to have some sort of thing that they're really interested in, but they make it very blatantly obvious that they're interested in it. In fact, maybe even like are a little insanely obsessed over it somewhere in the room when they're on stream. Like, if you don't see my current hyperfixation going on in the background over here, I don't know what to tell you.
Right?
Or in fact, anywhere on my wrists, it's like I gotta display.
That's a good point, Nova. We should make it a game every month where we're like, what did Ricardo have in the background?
I have so many things.
I have like a whole banner going on in the background. It says Halloween themed anything.
I have so much.
You can't tell in my stream. I mean,
you're at the beach. It's very nice.
I mean, yeah.
I didn't
What
mind.
do you
recognize
think?
them
Ferris
here in the
wheels,
background.
perhaps?
Beautiful.
He's in Jersey.
Isn't that the pier from Bob's Burgers?
Bob's Burgers.
I'm in GTA 5.
Oh wow, that's for
not GTA 6.
I've heard rumors, but I haven't seen anything about that yet. Last thing
Rumors are fake.
Nova, you mentioned the giant banner. A few years ago, back when I was into League of Legends, my aunt sent me like a 10-foot League of Legends banner that I had hung up across my wall. I had like a bunch of skins, like a Draven skin, like a Fizz skin, and it's just like League of Legends, really big. Like she was like doing some like advertising project, and she played the game. She's like, "Here, I don't need this giant League of Legends banner in my house." I was like,
just casually had that and was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna like offload it onto you.
Yeah, I just got it in the mail.
Take it.
I was like, what the heck is it? Like a fishing rod? And I opened it up. I was like, oh my gosh.
It's a fishing.
Crazy. See, you guys are lucky that I'm not that I can't paint my walls, because I've had this like plan for a mural going on in my head for like the past like year now, of a mural but like with symbols of all the cartoons and animations that like inspire me and the ones that I love, and I plan for it to be like absolutely huge and to constantly be added to.
That's pretty
That
sick.
would be cool. That would be really cool, honestly. I could definitely see that. See, game companies, artists, companies, if you are out there watching or if you know of anybody, we've got some really great talent on our team, really.
Or if you need to offload any like past merch.
Any merch.
Like,
yeah, so true.
you know.
Trust
Never
me,
gonna say no to that.
The walls. It'll get hung on the walls somewhere.
However, if your name's Riot Games, you better not. I'm watching.
I
know how much your
I'll
sack
accept.
costs.
I'll accept the Riot Games merch.
I'll never pay $35 for a knife. You will not catch me paying $35 for a knife. Anyways.
I don't want to talk about the money I've put into Riot Games.
Don't worry about it. There are websites dedicated. You just put in your username and it brings it right up, and you see that balance. Yikes!
Do not want to think about that.
Gamers don't want to track how much money they've spent on games. They don't want to know.
Maybe if you're like slightly masochistic, right? Like if you're like, oh yeah, I blew $100 on Hearthstone. Why wouldn't I?
But see, I don't think there's any big difference between buying products in games like the transactions in games than buying the cards for Magic the Gathering either. Yeah. You know what I mean? I mean, it's the same. It's kind of the same thing. You find a hobby and you want to put your money towards that passion. I don't see, unless, I mean, we're talking about if you're spending your rent on it, there's an issue.
There's a nice fine line.
Like,
that's true.
I've seen some friends get a little crazy with gacha games before, and I've had to be like, hey, you should slow it down a little.
You should eat more than ramen for the next 2 minutes.
Yes.
That sounded a bit like a loaded statement. It sounded like someone was speaking out of experience. But even you think of mobile games, if you think of the mini transactions, I mean, how much have you spent on Raid Shadow Warriors or whatever? And this other thing, there's also like this mini game that's also on an open map, and then you have to upgrade for little characters and things. But the mini transactions are the ones that usually get to your wallet at the end of the day.
I actually love that Kat brought up the whole thing about making it equivalent to like spending money on cardboard for Magic the Gathering, right? Like there are some very, very expensive pieces of cardboard out there. And it's not even cardboard, right? But you can look at some other things like comic books, right? Do you need that first edition signed, et cetera, comic book? Probably not. You don't need it minted, but do you want it? Maybe you do. Maybe it's very interesting to you. Maybe it has appeal. I'm not going to stop you from that. I recently changed my mind on a lot of this, and I think a lot of people in general have microtransactions mixed up because they feel like it's a new thing. But let's be honest. Let's go all the way back to like Farmville, dude. You can spend money on games like that on Facebook, on Farmville. People would.
Yeah, I know someone who did.
Right? Are they in the room right now? But you can.
Guilty as charged. Raise your hand and say aye.
You can think of. I was a backyard monster player myself. But you can think about things like Candy Crush, right? Candy Crush is a game that is been going on for years now, and that's a game that you can talk to a lot of parents, grandparents, like anybody who might have like no other interaction with gaming, but they played Candy Crush, and they might have spent $1 or $2 on refreshes, or maybe even more, just because of they're like, the amount of money I'm putting in is worth it to me. Or if like people are retired and they're like, I have disposable income, might as well get to level 999. So
grandma's on the leaderboards.
Yeah, like microtransactions are a part of the way we've done things for a very long time. DLC is technically a microtransaction, right? Like that's named something else. It's only like when things got exploitative and when loot boxes became like the height of the thing, which have also been a thing forever. Magic the Gathering cards, the packs are loot boxes.
Mystery packs,
they've all been loot boxes all the time. It's just when it got digitized and accessible to like everybody all the time, right? There was like more eyes and fangs on it. Rightfully so in some cases, right? Like I don't want to let little Jimmy spend $300 on trying to get like the special diva skin. Like, buddy, just you'll get it one day.
Do you remember? Do you remember Ryan, who was on our team?
Yes.
Years ago. So when he had admitted when he was younger, when he was in high school, and he was addicted to, I forgot what game it was, but he took his parents' credit card.
Every time.
I've had so many memories of friends telling me that they've done that, and I went, "You did what?"
How could you get away with it?
Made like deals with my mother. I like sat in the dentist chair or like the doctor's chair, and I was like, "If I behave, will you pay for this like thing for me? Like if I do this?" And she'd be like, "I guess."
Yeah, you're like,
why is my 10-year-old daughter like making this deal with me? We're like gonna do a business handshake.
Yeah, he was talking about how he was sitting there listening to his mom on the phone with like, I think it was like Epic or something like that. It was like, give me my refund. Lord. I don't even know what this stuff is.
Oopsie.
I know.
Oh no.
It's the one thing I wanted to the last thing I wanted to mention about it too is right, disposable income, use it how you like. Also, you can be kind of smart about it. For example, I will give my redemption arc, or like maybe fall from grace, depending how you look at it, on Fortnite. I was a huge Fortnite hater. I did not want it anywhere near. I didn't want to touch that game at all. I was like, this, you know, it seems like it's exploited it, all this other stuff. It's like cheap. Then No Build came out, and I saw that they had a skin for Xenomorph from Alien. And I was like, all I would want to do in my whole life is be Xenomorph and twerk on some 12-year-olds, right? Like that seems like so much. Especially I turn and I'm like, "Hey Naruto, how's your AR ammo?" And he's like, "Oh, it's sick, believe it, right?" And he turns to Master Chief. He's like, "Yeah, we gotta go do right." Like it's so hilarious to me. So I just gave into the fun of the mess that is constant IP crossovers, right? I was a big proponent against it originally, and I think that I just saw the writing on the wall, and it's going to happen everywhere all the time. Do you guys know Lightning McQueen is coming to Rocket League?
Why does that not surprise me though?
Yep. Lightning McQueen is coming to Rocket League. Like we have passed the point of no return, right?
Yeah.
So I got into the game. I knew what I wanted, mainly Xenomorph, but I knew I would be tempted to buy all the pretty digital girls, because why? If I could choose to be anybody, why would not be a pretty digital girl on the internet? Duh.
Right. Yeah, me too.
So close to how I look like in life too. So I might be a little extreme, but I went to a database and I saw every single Fortnite skin ever made. I looked at all of them and I made a wish list. I made a list, and I was like, I can only buy from my wish list. And the wish list is a certain number. And if I want to bump things down or up, then I can rearrange them, right? I think it was about 20-something skins overall. And it's like still a grip of money, right? But that really helped me not go, whoa, that's a frog! And buy, boom, bought the frog. At least not without going, okay, well, I have to bump, pretty angel girl numbers 5 for like the frog skin or something, right? And like I made sure I got the skins to different themes and different like covered my bases, not too many like Marvel skins or something, right? So like I put on these limitations because I know I have a bit of an addictive personality, and I know that like if I let myself just spend money, I will spend money. I'm thankful and lucky enough and grateful that I have the opportunity to spend money on cardboard or digital, like skins or anything like that. But I had to put some sort of forethought into it, right? So that I wouldn't go off the deep end. So I recommend doing something like that. Even if you're not into it, give it a shot. Maybe you'll find like some spreadsheets might give you some peace and give you some form of control. But it doesn't work for everybody.
Right. Those are good points. If you want to get some more of those tips and advice, be sure to join our Discord that we have. Rip is awesome. I suggest everybody spam him for
you can do whatever your little heart desires. It doesn't mean I'm going to read them. Doesn't mean you might not get a reply.
Constant DMs,
but they are open. I don't have a door. You can just walk right in.
That's right. I think we have some viewers as well who have been maybe spending a little bit too much on theirs because Mr. Needle says that he's on ramen. right now as well. And I think, that's for a lot of gamers lately. With the price of games, if you think about it alone.
I don't want to
that-
talk about it. GTA
Oh,
6
yeah.
expected to be $150 for the base game.
There's no
That's
way.
insane.
Yeah.
You're
No
kidding.
That's the rumor. That's the rumor around the works right now is that
It's
it's
gonna
going to be
happen. They're gonna
$150
buy
for the base
it.
game
They're gonna
because
buy
it's
it.
going to be
They are.
so big.
Any Black Friday specials? coming
Yeah.
up?
And sadly, I'm going to buy it because
It is going to make a load of money. It is going to make
Yeah.
like incredible amount of
it's
money.
going to be
It'll be the biggest.
It's going to take up 3 times as much storage as any Call of Duty game.
Wow.
Oh my
That's
god.
kind of despicable. That's kind
What
of.
are they
I
putting in
don't
that
like
thing?
games with too much like not optimized like storage space. But
So I
Yeah,
gotta buy a new
It's gonna
hard
take, like,
drive for
A
it
week
too.
to download.
You're gonna,
Yeah,
you're gonna
download,
need,
right.
you're
a
gonna
whole
need
new
a
console.
ton
You
of
need a whole new
storage.
console.
You're gonna have to have a separate computer just for GTA 6.
Like the thing is that game's not gonna just be like game of the year contender. It'll be like one of the game of the decades contender, right? Like
Oh,
like-
absolutely.
Like this game.
Yeah.
Like, when did GTA 5 come out? Do you remember off the top of your
10
head?
years ago.
Dude, and it's still cooking.
Yeah.
It's still cooking.
10 years ago to I think it was
On
was
all
the
platforms.
end of I think it was like October 26th or something was exactly 10 years from GTA 5.
They still make tons of money. They had the resurgence with like, funny enough, COVID because of the RP, like the
Yup.
RP happened, and that game just like continued to take off and continue to do stuff. So it's got really big shoes to fill. But
Yeah.
if it's $150, I hope
Well,
it does more than that.
So they're doing the people who made RP, the CFX group, actually signed a contract with Rockstar Games to make GTA 6. So they're implementing the RP stuff into GTA 6
Wow.
I'm guessing for their online.
That's
multiplayer.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like Zuckerberg is out here trying to get Metaverse started, and it's already happening. It's just
Yup.
GTA 6.
Watch GTA 6 VR.
No, I'm not surprised. Right? VR
I mean,
chat's crazy.
I get
popular.
to see myself beating someone up who cut me off.
Yeah, then
You'll
tells him
get
to
to
roll up.
actually act out the road rage that
Yeah.
you never
Right.
get to.
Tells him he works as a police officer. Be like, Cat, we've talked about this.
And he's gonna pull out his piano to sing to me to calm me down.
Also, here's a fine. That's pretty good. Wow.
Music therapy.
Yeah.
I don't know. With the game, and there's tons of games that are supposed to be coming out in 2014. And I'm really looking forward to it because I don't know about you guys, but I think over the past, I'd say 2 years, I've kind of slowed down on gaming only because there hasn't been a lot that's gotten me hyped and excited. And so I've stuck with kind of the same games because they were, one, I was familiar with them, two, I didn't have to pay for them, or I just did a subscription for them. And they really they kept me going because there was really nothing else. I think the last one that really that hit in RPG, when you're talking about role-playing games, and MMORPGs especially, one of the big games that came out, which, and this is my opinion, it wasn't even that great, but it really took off because there was no other games out there, was New World. And when Amazon brought that out, I mean, everybody was streaming it. It was on TikTok, it was on Instagram. People were just showing things. And there was a lot of bugs, and there was still a lot of stuff that needed to be adjusted with it. But people still jumped on the bandwagon to play it because there was nothing else out there. And they were really craving that RPG and that, that socialization in games again. Yeah. So I kind of, felt that 2014 is going to be the year where we start bringing games back, where the games that we have been craving, whether they're expansion games or whether they're new developmental games, I think we have some things to look forward to. And I want to get your guys' opinion on the Microsoft merger. Do you think that's going to be a good thing for the gaming industry in the next year? Or do you think that, we might see a little slowdown? But are you excited for it?
I'm excited to have every
Don't
Call
all
of
speak at
Duty, every Call of Duty title on Xbox Game
Pass.
Pass.
Totally agree with you there. Yeah.
I don't know. It's gonna be kind of weird at first, I think, and then eventually it's gonna take a couple of years. It might not with how many games are coming out. Also, people might just forget about it, but it's gonna wind down. People are gonna start, reliving all of their old memory days of playing all of Call of Duties, and then I think it's just gonna slow down. And the only thing that's gonna come of it is bigger and better games for the community, which I'm all for.
Right.
I just
How
hope
many
that
of you
they
guys
get
are
like a
console
world of
gamers? You guys are console game. All of you are every single one of you are console gamers.
I don't know about that one.
No?
Don't you have a Nintendo Switch? You were like one of the biggest like Smash Bros players, Ricardo.
Yeah. I was gonna say I own consoles. Now, if I was to
Yeah.
like sign in a form, if I was a console gamer, no,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
I can
I'm
play
just-
on the console.
It
You
depends on
prefer
what I'm
console.
playing.
I
I'm just
definitely
hoping-
prefer PC.
I prefer PC as well, but
Yeah.
it depends on what I'm playing, honestly. Like if I
Sure.
play like
Yeah.
Madden or something, I'd rather play on my console. But
I get you.
With this merger, I'm hoping that World of Warcraft creeps in somewhere there, like a retail subscription or something that you can actually, because
That could be
it's
interesting.
crazy. I think I've found myself buying more games than playing them. I've bought things like Forspoken and what's it, the Gollum, and I haven't played it.
You
It's
bought
like,
Gollum?
yeah, I was so disappointed.
But I think Tell. I think that's the case for all of us. Like when Steam has their fall,
Coming up
coupons or whatever, we all just buy things. We're like, oh my gosh, it's
Guilty.
$5, and you
Get
never
it. I'll
play
play it
it.
sometime.
Guilty.
Yeah.
A little
feel
bit
very
ago,
called
I
out.
did,
Guilty, especially when the holiday deals come around, it's all over for me.
Yeah,
yeah.
I currently have 565 games in my Steam library. Just my Steam library. That is just my Steam library.
I think you have more than double what I have.
I have a lot.
Wow.
That's like again, I have even more through my Amazon.
Mhm.
Then you have like Green Man Gaming, like GOG. You've got there's tons, right? There's a Blizzard
Yeah.
game. So, I get you. I'm picking up what you're putting. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Sure does happen.
Yeah.
I totally beat you on that, but I think a lot of mine are like free games. Mine is like 10805.
You have 1,000 games.
What?
10.
No,
No.
it's
He
10,000.
said 10805. That's 10.
You have 10,000
5.
games. There's
Yeah.
no. I gotta know
No
what
way.
you got going
Tell
on
you
over
have
there.
10,000 Steam
11,000 games.
But it's probably like 90% not played.
You
I have touched.
How is the ramen tasting, Tell?
Yeah, how is the ramen? That's crazy.
Are you kidding me? He's getting his PhD, all right? It's going to be doctor soon. It's not even a matter. He's going to make enough money.
I will
it doesn't
note
even
this,
matter.
Tel. I own 500, and I have 256 of them currently installed.
Okay.
So at least I have at least
Oh,
half
man.
of them installed.
No, I don't. There's no way. I don't have
Yeah,
much
no,
space
you
for
have
that.
10,000 games. 11,000 games, really? How did you do that?
Yeah.
So low-key.
I think
I only
he's
have
just going and he's
59.
waiting for new games. And he's just downloading. I'm just gonna download everything.
That's crazy. Wow.
He's talking like
But
the
there's
new
like this
release
application or something that you actually get it accepts all the free games that's available on Steam, and every now and then you get. So I just like, it's like the Epic Games thing, every Thursday
Alright,
you
well, I
wait
need
for
to-
those
I need-
2 free games.
I think you may need to make a list. Okay.
We need to bring Andrew in and give you some
Yeah.
therapy.
The button's glowing. That means I push it. Duh.
Imagine you can refund them all.
Man.
Most of them are probably free.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all free. Most of them are free. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. No, I like the free. I like indie games. I like a lot of indie games. I support independent game developers a lot. They're some of my favorites. There's been some really good indie games that have come out, and I really played the heck out of them. They were really, really good. So yeah, props off to those indie developers out there. And I'm glad Steam actually gives them, some highlights and some, opportunity to give it, get out to the public and let us try those because that's what we need is more creativity and independent developers like that. We were talking about, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, kind of like, you know how currently the Five Nights at Freddy's movie has come out. The movie inspired by the originally Five Nights at Freddy's indie developed game.
Right.
It's crazy that games that start off like, that are indie, like they're developed by these creators and they end up getting so popular that now there's like a movie for it and so many people that were fans of like the franchise are going to see it. It's like insane.
Yeah, absolutely.
Also, like a quick question, like how many of you would say, for instance, if you have one game and it's on PC, and then you go and buy it on Xbox, on PlayStation, you get it on all the different. If it's on Epic, if it's on Steam, you get it on all the different platforms. How many of you do that?
Now
guilty.
Even if it's like a free
I'm
game.
guilty.
Like, can we
Fall
explain?
Guys.
I gotta really like it.
A lot.
Let's not count Skyrim into this.
It's not
Skyrim. We all owe like an egregious amount of Skyrim on like every. Like, why does it keep coming out, and why do I keep getting different versions? Why do I keep doing that? Todd Howard he's got me, man.
Yeah.
He don't got me.
But there's a few, right? Like Borderlands, the Borderlands series, I bought on PS4, then I bought again on PS5, then I also have on PC. Right, I had on Vita. I have it on PS Vita, dude.
Oh my god.
Rip.
I have bought that game a lot.
Yeah, I did that with Fallout. Fallout was in every, and I did it because I was like, oh, I'm sitting here in front of my TV now. I don't want to get up and go to my computer, so I'm gonna buy it on Xbox or I'm gonna buy it on PlayStation, whatever. Which I'm gonna make it convenient for me.
I can play this game all on the toilet now. Let's go.
That's right. You wonder why I'm in there for 5 hours.
Yeah. And we'll have to see if Andy won't give us like a bulk discount on therapy for all of us at once.
Big group therapy. Yeah.
We definitely need that group there.
Yeah, I could use it after buying it's free, but after being on Apex on 4 different accounts.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my gosh. I don't want to get into Smurfs. I don't want. Oh, if we get into Smurfs.
No, I'm not talking about Smurfs. All right, I have one for my PC, one for my
I see.
Xbox, one for my PlayStation.
There isn't cross save between those accounts.
They just added it now, season 19 that just dropped last Tuesday.
That's wild. Wow. Took 19 seasons. So what
Yeah, it
about
took
your
19
stuff?
seasons.
Do you get to like make one mega account now, or is it just like
Yeah, so it's gonna be also like all of my skins that I have on console that I don't have on PC and vice versa.
It's what if you own duplicates? Do you get like currency back or what?
I think so. I think that's how they're doing
Nice,
it.
that's good. Appreciate it.
Oh, my goodness.
I wanted to
In
round
red
out-
currency, which I don't need any more of.
Do you have every? Don't tell me you have every single. What are they called? The
I don't have all of the skins or anything like
no,
that.
I'm talking about the unique melee weapons.
Oh, the heirlooms? No,
The
I don't have
heirlooms.
any of
Oh, okay,
those.
okay.
No, I don't have any of
I thought
those.
some
No, I
red
don't.
ones as well.
Those are like $150 a piece. I'm good.
I
Oh
wanted
my
to swing back to FNAF because we talked about it,
Mm-hmm.
which I think is very interesting. I watched this movie in the same headspace that I watched the D&D movie that came out a while ago, right? It's something that's taken from a source material, which is not like video game, comic, that stuff, but it's something that isn't a book adaptation for once. But it's still an adaptation of some sort of game and brought into the big screen. And I always pose myself thinking, who is this movie for? Right? Is it for me, who've spent hundreds of hours either reading, watching, or doing the thing? Or is it for Aunt Janet, who has never in her life really seen or heard anything about this besides like buying her kid a plushie at Walmart 2 years ago for Christmas? And I had the same, I kind of walked away from both the movies feeling the same in terms of I enjoyed a lot of aspects of the movies, but I wanted them to lean harder one direction or the other, right? I'm not going to do spoilers. I'm just going to leave, even for the D&D movie. But I'd rather see a movie that's committed to just pleasing the people that it knows already like the thing, or sets itself up to just bring in entirely fresh people. The D&D
Right.
movie is not as much as D&D is generally more digestible than FNAF lore, so it has an easier time just being like, I get to invite new people into this space and they'll understand and walk away like they know something more. But the FNAF movie, I feel like there's a lot of things where I'm watching it and I'm like, whoa, that's a reference that you will only get if you watch 50 of the Matt Pat game theory videos. Isn't that neat? And then I have people who have never heard or watched anything sit next to me. They're like, what is happening? Right? Like, why was that cool? And then I'm just like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Right? And so there's a lot of points where you can point at the screen and be like, I know the thing. I'm included in the reference. And all the people in the theater are just kind of like, that was important. That was supposed I thought they were going to bring that up later in the movie, but they didn't, right? Yeah. And there's also a thing where I'm like, man, this liberty that they took in the movie doesn't call back to anything specific from the games or from the books.
Right.
And it's a fine line to walk. All in all, I enjoyed the movie. And I got to give props to the people who made me enjoy the movie the most, which is the Jim Henson Company, who made the animatronics, and the set work and the costuming and it was so incredibly good. It was so peak that I just didn't even I don't like the script at all. I really am. I don't like the script, but I just looked at the screen and my eyes were just like, pretty. And it was fine. It was good. And
I can vouch for that because I saw the movie 3 times. 3 times. Within the same week it was released. And the main reason was because I got so giddy being able to see the characters from the game, the animatronics, but in a live action form. And the one thing that made me so excited was, one, the fact they looked so good. They did such a good job on them. And also the sets. The sets were so good. I was gleeful. I was kicking my feet, giddy, twirling my hair in the theater.
Yeah, you have to give credit where credit is due, because I've watched things like Willy's Wonderland, right, which a lot of people compare to FNAF and we're like, oh, this is the FNAF movie before it came out, or whatever. Although that thing's been around forever, but as much as I think that Willy's Wonderland as a script and as a movie as in points is more fun, I've really enjoyed looking at the FNAF movie way more, right? The set is just, again, fantastic. The animatronics are fantastic. Of course, right, there's a little stiffness that you kind of get by having a person pretend to be an animatronic walking around this giant thing. So there's a little bit of fluidity that you lose there. But I was whatever. I was like, dude, that's Foxy, and he's doing a little Foxy hum, and he's running at you, and it was cool. So that's kind of where my head was at with the movie. Did everybody get a chance to watch it here already?
I did. You guys didn't get to see it.
I think I
you
might
saw
need
it
to
twice
see it one
too,
more
Maya?
time.
I went with my friends because we planned our whole Texas trip for all of us to meet up around the FNAF movie, and then I got back and immediately my siblings are like, hey, we want to go see this.
That's pretty funny.
I'm very in the same boat as
That
Noah.
is cool.
I had to see it more than once.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, I went to
Yeah, on my third time going to see. Oh shoot, I'm lagging. I'm sorry.
Oh shoot!
Yeah. And then, you see
Oh
the
darn!
The animatronic right behind us now.
No, I was going to say the third time when I went to go see it, I was the first time I dressed up. I dressed up as Freddy. The third time I went to see it, I brought my little very messed up toy Bonnie plushie with me.
I'm glad I wasn't the only one. I did that the second time I went. He's over there. I have a Foxy on my
Man,
head.
that thing looks like one of the rabbits from Rayman. One of the Raven rabbits.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I dressed up as Mermaid Man because I didn't have a FNAF costume and we're gonna wear costumes. All right, I'm gonna go as Mermaid Man. And
You know what? Props to you for that.
Yeah, I just walk around.
Dude, do you have pictures of that?
No comment.
I did the same thing. When we all went, we all dressed up for my friends. We all got nice or some kind of spooky goth look going on. My boyfriend just went in a full-on suit. So I mean,
Wow.
We took any excuse to do whatever to go to that movie.
It's fun.
Yeah. You're a gamer when you want to cosplay a game that turns into a movie. So
Yes.
you know that it becomes. That's why I'm waiting for them to put the Fallout movie, because I'm like, I'm going in my cosplay. I'm going in that full printed 3D.
You have a chance still. There is, I don't know if you knew, there's an entire Fallout themed set. I think it's a full set that's coming for Magic the Gathering.
Really?
So you can go to pre-release in your your power armor and just walk. I'll have a box, and then just walk with all your Fallout stuff. I know, like, again, right? The Fortnite effect is happening everywhere. Doctor Who's in Magic the Gathering. Jurassic Park's coming soon. Like, I think very close with like the Ixalan sets coming up. I thought it was weird too, and then I looked at the cards. I was like, man, this is neat.
I mean, they already have like dinosaur themed cards already, so
but like,
I forgot to mention, Fortnite's been in Magic. Fortnite's been in Magic for like a while now. Like there's alt art cards, right? Marvel, we're getting crossover with Marvel sometime soon.
Yeah,
Magic the Gathering and Marvel are finally doing a crossover. So like, it's the time to be into a lot of different stuff because, even if you're Mermaid Man,
they even have Fallout. They have Fallout tarot cards.
Those are cool. That's cool.
And I was like, "Whoa, you're kidding me! That'd be kind of."
Oh yeah, are they all the Vault Boy? That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah.
I like that.
I want to talk about what has been the big, I guess, discussion, especially among streamers this past week, was BlizzCon. And I'm a huge fan of, all of you guys know on the team that I'm a huge World of Warcraft fan. One, because it's a personal thing for me. I've been playing World of Warcraft since I beta tested it. So it was, during vanilla. I even got Alex, my son, part of the team. For those of you who don't know, Alex really started gaming with me in World of Warcraft when he was like 5, right? And his video, a 5-year-old actually owning in PvP, and the video actually became GameSpot's #1 video during the time. Because he was a 5-year-old and we videotaped a 5-year-old owning in the PvP field. So it was very nice to see that. But I was excited to see this because it's been 4 years since they had BlizzCon. And I wanted to I wish I had videotaped this. I was literally in tears. And the reason I was in tears is because things like this really bring back, and this is where a lot of people don't understand the effects of gaming, not an addiction to gaming, but the fact that it makes you nostalgic. It brings back memories. It brings back friendships, marriages, relationships, just really an all around part of our youth. And World of Warcraft really was one of those games that's had saved my life. And I do a lot of, if you go back and look at some of our old videos, our SteamDragons also were speakers at Mental Health America. And during that time at Mental Health America, one of the biggest speeches we did was how World of Warcraft had literally mentally saved my life during a very difficult struggle that I was going through. And it was the people on the other end that really helped, and they were gamers. And so building that community is very important. So when I saw this, and I was in tears because it was something that really brought back a part of my life that meant a lot to me. But it's not just that. It's part of this, and I'm going to show a clip here. Part of this, the development of World of Warcraft was really from the creation of an individual who brought it to life. And he had left for a little while, which was very saddening. And he is now back. So let's take a look at this clip.
To our next one. Like I said earlier, we are evolving. We are changing our approach to this big, beautiful game and how we look ahead to new chapters. BlizzCon, it's time for a new adventure, one that has grown from the very seeds of what captured our hearts when we first set foot in Azeroth. For veteran players, the last 20 years have led us to this. And for those who have yet to join us, now is the time. And who better to talk about the first step in this journey? Than someone who carved the path in the first place. Everyone, please welcome my friend and the Executive Creative Director of the Warcraft universe, Chris Metzen.
Holy smokes! Horde, where you at? Alliance! BlizzCon as one! Holy smokes, thank you. Thank you.
I don't know about you, but if you have not seen that, it's got to give you some type of a little bit of an excitement. Whether you play the game or not, to bring back somebody from who's really grown with the game, who really developed a game, who it became. Now we were just talking about what was it to. GTA, right? Yeah, I couldn't even get it out. We were just talking about GTA and how it's been around for 10 years, right? World of Warcraft's been around for 20-something years now, right? It's like 20 years or whatever. To go from that and be the creative developer and to see it grow and to see the fan base and the community and then leave and then realize that it kind of stood still for a little bit until you come back. I think that says something a lot about creators. And I really think that it really makes creators are really what make a community and what make a game grow. So it gave me chills just to see the crowd just kind of go, oh my gosh. And now I was watching some of the streamers. I was watching their reactions as they're watching this part. And everybody in chat, there was very, very few people. Tons of people in chat were saying World of Warcraft is back. Just because this individual had come back. Now, if you're not familiar with World of Warcraft, Chris Metzen is the writer. He's the creator. He's the one that really formed the Warcraft universe, right? He is really the father of it. Now, if you know the lore behind it, you have the Horde and you have the Alliance. Chris Metzen was Thrall. He was the one that made Thrall, and when he left, he did not want them to do anything with Thrall, which is why Thrall kind of went on a hiatus, and he was kind of not there in the lore. Now that he's back, here is the next. Now I'm not going to show you all of them. But there's a new expansion coming out. Everybody thought it was going to be World of Warcraft 2, right? Mm-hmm. But it's not. It's just a new beginning. And here's what gets me, and I'll explain this after I show you this this clip. But this is the new World of Warcraft that we're about to see.
You're here to tell me we don't get to hide. Is that it?
You needed time. We stayed away. But time by itself heals nothing.
You didn't just come here for me. It's the visions. You've seen them.
I suspect many have lately. Something, someone, is calling out from the heart of the world. Like a voice from a dream. Something dark is coming, Anduin. The world needs your light again. My son.
I am not that person anymore! I have no light. Not after what I've seen. Not after what I've done.
You are not your past, Anduin. I trust you.
Seriously, have you guys seen that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's so good. So I'm really looking forward to it. I have high hopes for it. If any of you in our audience are huge World of Warcraft fans, just give a shout out. Let us know, what you're looking forward to. If you're even looking forward to it, they announced at BlizzCon they're having 3 expansions to it already. And what I liked best, and I'm going to tap into this, and I'm going to let Tell take over from here. But what I liked best was that they've been around for this long. And Chris Metzen had mentioned he didn't want the ending of World of Warcraft or this next portion of World of Warcraft to be where people like my age were having to play the game and with our grandkids moving the mouse. So I'm looking forward to, even if this World of Warcraft ends during my lifespan, I'm looking forward to the next World of Warcraft 2 in the next generation's lifespan. And that's what gaming is about to me. And that's what the whole thing is, moving on to the next generation and building that creativity and that foundation from generation to generation and keeping it in families and friends and building that community up. So I'm very much looking forward to this, and I have such high hopes for it. So you will definitely be hearing from us on our streams. Be sure to catch some of the updates as we go on. I've talked too much. I'm going to let Tell take over.
That wasn't me for once.
Awesome. So, I don't know if you've been following my career, things, whatever, you know that I'm involved with music, and especially with the recent appointment with our university choir. But if you're into sports, into like football or whatever. We have a sport that's actually super big in South Africa, and it's called rugby. I don't know if anyone's familiar with it. I know, Panda, you know
A
rugby.
little unknown game called rugby. Yeah.
So it's very similar to American football, but without the padding. So it's
a lot manlier.
So we had the World Cup rugby finals, and usually it ends up South Africa versus New Zealand, and we actually won. So it's like, I think it's the fourth time we won a World Cup, which is actually quite cool, because if they look at the history of when the World Cup actually started, we weren't, as South Africa, we weren't allowed to enter the World Cup because of the state that the country was in. We were under sanction because of hectic racism those years, when apartheid and all those type of things.
Oh, wow.
So the amount of times that we won, we actually in the lead, because the amount of times that we've actually entered a World Cup. So our first World Cup was in 1995, and we won. So, and this time around also. So I've got like a little clip. Kat, if you'll play it for us, that's it's the finals of the rugby, and also a little spoiler with my choir singing our national anthem.
Awesome.
Man, this video is sick.
Oh, that makes me want to cry.
So that was our victory, being the world champions with the
amazing.
Rugby World Cup.
It was amazing to watch.
Yeah. I love the juxtaposition between, soft, calculated choir orchestration, and then just back to drop testosterone that is rugby. Holy smoke.
It was quite cool. I thought I needed to include it tonight. All this morning.
It was
So
amazing.
that's what you've been up to.
Yeah, it's been crazy, but I'm enjoying it. So it's I'm actually thinking. So not too many spoilers, but I definitely want to do like a medley of gaming songs or something, to do that with a choir. So it could be quite cool. So, but it's going to be hard work. So maybe we can do like a little trip when we do our Steam Fest vibe. Bring the choir along.
Bring the choir along.
Boy. I want to be on the triangle.
Can you bring the rugby team too?
Yes. Call in a favor.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Is winning the World Cup like when you win, like over here in America when a team wins, right? They like go through like all of the popular streets of that city and do like a parade and stuff like that. Do you guys do that in South Africa for the World Cup as well?
No, they just go to the choir.
They go to the major cities and then they do like a tour. It's like a trophy tour type of thing. So, but they skipped my town, and the captain originally comes from Port Elizabeth. So I was very disappointed when I heard that on the news. I like sent a what do you call it? I tweeted it out and put it on Facebook. Like,
a strongly
hey,
worded
letter. Can't you do something about this? This is not on.
Could you do something?
This is not right.
Yeah. So it's like coming from.
We're looking at you, South Africa rugby team.
We're looking at you.
We're watching you. You and Riot Games.
You better watch out.
There we go again.
Comes full circle.
I think the rugby team and Riot Games are in bed together.
Yeah,
they might be.
No, that's awesome. I mean, honestly, I think what you're doing with your choir, is so inspiring, and you're very talented. Absolutely.
I'll share more clips later on. That's in English, because I mean our national anthem is literally like 11 different languages, and just that last 10 seconds you understand. So.
Just throw them in the Discord.
It's okay. It sounded beautiful either way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything else that we want to kind of bring to the table before we wrap it up tonight? Any last games that we've been playing? Anything else that projects or anything like that you guys want to mention?
Can I hog the time again? So
You can.
I know usually when Ripcardo, myself, and Panda on. Then we always either speak about Animal Crossing or something else. So I wanted to one of my proud moments. So, Kat, if there's a video clip that I sent you with me playing Fortnite. So FPS games. So I just wanted to show you I can. And I was doing like
He wants us to prove.
Big support.
Let's judge him. We're gonna judge.
Big support.
We're gonna
and
judge.
then I did like a sniper thing.
Watch out.
We're gonna judge. We're gonna clip
Don't make me
this
open
and
up
put it on
Fortnite
social
again.
media.
Don't make me download and open.
Hold on. Let me grab my score chart here. Let's see some of these clips real quick.
Okay.
They're coming for me. They're coming. Awesome. What I wanted to do, but okay.
Like you said, that was not the proud moment, right?
We can't stand out in the open in VR.
I want to show you that I can.
Soft whispers if they're coming for me.
They're coming for me. Oh my God. I'm so putting that on your
Go back to the home screen.
I'll download Fortnite just to play with you again, so we can learn. We can learn together.
There's a second clip, right? This is the second one.
You know, it's fair. You're still a better shot than I am, so don't feel too bad.
Robert, we're gonna have to change your title there to Robert. They're coming for me. Here, let's start judging the next one. Here we go.
Oh yeah. You're literally gonna have to immediately heal. Nice. They are over there. Some.
Nope, it's time to go beast mode, man. Oh, sorry. That should be
Find and trace. Or find something. Huh. A lot of people died over there. I'll go find something there.
Oh, there's people there.
I know. I'm just looking for weapons.
At least got one shot in.
28, baby, let's go!
See, but you were seeing the whole context. I was the only player left, and I rebooted my whole team.
Yeah,
and
I was
got
gonna
at
say,
least one sniper shot.
I think that was a very brave health pack. You had
Good job.
literally 3 health left.
Like a
But,
true,
you
think
know,
like a true plat player in most BRs.
yeah,
Pal.
you got it. You got it. I was sitting here, I was like, oh, he's gonna get the down, and I saw 28, and the clip ended. I was like, huh?
I was saying, I thought it was gonna be a headshot. and you
Yeah,
said
right. I was
still
like,
up there. I'm
that
like,
crisp.
Let's go.
Especially because one of your teammates like, time to go beast mode. I was
Baby
like, okay,
steps.
he's gonna pop off. He's gonna pop off.
Baby steps. Remember, the only thing they
Baby
have
steps.
in Animal Crossing is a slingshot. So, and you guarantee
Could you have
to
hit the
thing.
headshot with the slingshot?
Oh, boy.
Well, Telzard, we love your new title.
They're coming for me.
We're going to keep that.
They're coming for me. Help.
You know what though? We applaud you. Sorry, we applaud you. You are, you're trying. And I think that's the fun thing about our team is that we're not good at everything. And there's certain games that some of us are really strong in and some of us who are not, and then vice versa. So the fact of the matter is that we all try something. I remember Rip, he didn't play World of Warcraft and he joined us in one of the World of Warcraft games.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Your mic got muted.
I'm pulling a Ricardo.
Yeah, very true. But I was nice enough to tell you. I was nice enough to tell you.
It would have been funny if you let her just keep talking. It would have been a nice TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
We could have put you guys right next to each other. Same TikTok.
So true.
That is right. No, so it's good that we can all game together and try new things. So with that said, in the next couple of weeks, towards the end of November, you can catch all of us playing Fall Guys. I think that's the one that we chose, right?
Yep, sounds good to me.
So we're gonna play as our it's not gonna be on Thanksgiving, but it'll be sometime around Thanksgiving. We will play Fall Guys. Panda, are you volunteering to?
I gotta raise my hand. I gotta raise my hand.
Yes.
I gotta.
Yes, I'm the teacher. Go ahead.
No, I'm just kidding. I gotta at least say, to those who celebrate it, happy Thanksgiving and happy holidays. You will most likely not see me during the month of November because I will be moving halfway across the country. So
funsies.
But when I get to my new place, I'll have a whole new stream set up, and you guys won't have to keep seeing the same video game backgrounds behind me. So
no more New Jersey. This is good.
Just go back to Tell's house.
Yes.
Because it's me. You're like on the far west side of America.
So I'm in California now. I'm going all the way to Nebraska.
Oh my gosh. Nebraska.
Go straight north of Texas.
I feel like SteamDragons should play like a GeoGuessr.
I think I'll just stay in Texas. That sounds best for me.
Right.
Well, the plan was Colorado, but it's a little too expensive. And Nebraska was really cheap.
Yeah. I think most places are expensive these days now. We're gonna all start going to Nebraska. You're gonna be missed, Panda. You're gonna be missed, but we will make sure that you will, and definitely we will save you a spot for our Among Us.
Oh boy.
You can still play it in mobile. So.
I think it's
true.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'll probably be around in streams though. You'll see me talking and typing on my phone because that'll be like my source of Twitch. But so I'll be around. But I wanted to say that just in case maybe I'm not here. I might be here. I might move in the next.
You're surprised.
It's all depending on when the loan company decides to close.
Yep. It always depends on the money, right?
Exactly. Follow the money.
Go. That's right. So keep an eye on that. Join our Discord, please, and you'll get all the updates as well and interact with, some of our Steam Dragons, and then you'll be able to see all the events that we have going on. We will be at the Mosi Museum this Saturday working with Sea Stars. Thank you so much for Sea Stars for having us. We are excited to do some cosplay foam smithing. If you have not had a chance to know what foam smithing is, check it out. Type it into YouTube. We are going to be doing a Viking shield with the girls. So we're are you serious? No, I'm not muted.
That was a good one.
Sorry. You guys got me. I was getting all nervous. So we'll see you guys. If you are in or around our area, we'll see you guys on Saturday. Otherwise, we have, I think our next stream is Amp Arcade, right? I think the next one that's coming up.
So.
Yeah. So we will see you guys at the end of the month as a team. And until then, check out our Discord, and we will be there waiting for you. Just waiting. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
See you later.
Can they still see me?
Hello.
Just reframe it till it's gone.
Roger.